Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jasmine Antoine. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you end up enjoying the content here, I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you also hit that notification bell as well so that you're notified when new content is available. So while I taught 4th and 5th grade, I remember solving a lot of conflicts. And sometimes some students would think that I was being unfair with the solutions that I gave. Each student would share their side of the story and I would hear both of them out. But sometimes I would pull one of the students aside. I'd encourage them to apologize first or to be the bigger person, or sometimes I'd ask them to be the first to fix whatever happened. They would then tell me, "Miss Gilkey, that's unfair," and I would hear them out. However, I was holding them to a high standard because I knew that they could handle it. I knew that they've shown me in past times that they can be the bigger person. They've shown me before that they're really mature in some specific areas. Another reason why I would encourage certain students to be the first to initiate reconciliation is because the child who had a really big issue within would not be able to submit to that request at all. So my question to you is, have you ever been in a similar predicament where you feel like God is calling you to something that you feel like is just unfair? Why me, God? Why not send that person? Why not call that person? Why are you putting this on me? Why do I have to be the one to initiate this? You may feel like it's unfair, just like my students have sometimes felt like it was unfair. You have to remember these 3 things. Number 1 is really simple. We all know this. God has more wisdom than all of us, okay? And we would be extremely arrogant to think that we know what's best for our lives. So if he provides a solution, suggests a plan, lay out a blueprint for you, go along with it. Secondly, and I honestly feel like this is really hitting home to me because God just spoke this to me the other day. We have to remember that he is the potter and we are the clay. The clay does not control the potter, okay? The potter is the one who's controlling the clay. We are in God's hands. He is not in ours. The clay is the one that's yielding to however the potter wants it to move. The clay is the one that gets the moving, the bending, the molding, and even the breaking that the potter does. We are the clay. He is the potter. We've just got to know our place with God. Lastly, and certainly not least, if you truly want to follow God and you want to be an obedient child of his, because you could be his child but be disobedient, but if you want to be an obedient child, at the end of the day, it's going to be let your will be done. That's going to be our prayer. It don't make sense to me, but let your will be done. I don't feel like doing it, but let your will be done. We've got to remember that this life is not about us and however we're feeling. Yes, God cares about us, and yes, he does care about our feelings, but when it comes to his will being done, that's top priority. Life is about following Jesus in every way he instructs. If I would have submitted to my students' unwise desires, my classroom would have been a mess. In the same way, God isn't going to submit to our unwise desires because he knows what's best for his kingdom. I love y'all. Jesus loves you so much more. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please share it with someone else to encourage them. And I'll see y'all again in the next video. Bye.